ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Dreamliner flight. This is DigiDriver coming to you from default FSX Steam Edition scenery for Princess Juliana, along with the beautiful Mrs. DigiDriver. And we are parked, I believe, at gate G, which is basically heavy parking. And we will most likely be taking off runway that away. I believe that's runway 10. Because I think in real life, Princess Juliana uses the 10. Same thing happened to me last time. It's basically runway 10 to get out, even though in the simulated missions is runway 9er. But again, hopefully everybody's having a great night tonight. We are setting up for our flight, and actually, I believe I already have the flight plan set. We're going to be using the Pelican to departure, flying down over some of the islands to get to the island of Sainte Lucia. Tonight I'm going to be looking at some new scenery. Hopefully it actually does load successfully and isn't too overwhelmed by the limitations of texture loading tablet. Yes, I am actually using a tablet, a Surface Pro 3, and it's been doing okay with scenery to date. Hasn't given me too much trouble as long as I don't ask too much out of it. Connecting the FSXWX weather engine, so we're going to have some realistic weather. You should probably see clouds pop in if there are any, and let's see. Yes, there are some. So let's go ahead. Okay. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and see if we can get loaded out. Okay, so we're using my utility panel. Get some fuel while we wait. And connect ground power. And then we're going to get some stuff set up. Call out the buses, open those doors, get those folks loaded. Both doors should be open at this point, we'll find out. There we go. Get the cabin lights on, and let's wait to get the other lights on until we're ready to go. There we go. We are in loadout configuration. And taking on some fuel. It's a wonderful freeware aircraft from Tenku Developers Studio. I believe this is a Project Open Sky aircraft. And there we go. Let's go ahead and get those cargo pods loaded. Let's see if I got this right. There we go. Get the cargo in. It's just going to be a short flight today down to Sainte Lucia. I don't think it's going to take me longer than an hour 20 minutes, as long as we get the show on the road pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and close up the cargo and call over. Yeah, actually, excuse me there, let me do it again. So, once again, ground handling by Menzies, GSX is telling me. We should have passengers boarding shortly. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get the cockpit ready for takeoff. We'll set flaps to, I think flaps to, should I do flaps 5 or 10? I'm going to try flaps 10 today. And I'm going to trim somewhat aggressively because I believe Princess Juliana's runway is somewhat short, and I am going to need to do a fairly aggressive turn to 180 immediately after takeoff. Let's go ahead and get probe heat on. Let's see. My power's connected, so I don't need to be concerned about APU just yet. I am going to go ahead and dismiss the fuel truck because we do have folks coming on. Bye-bye, fuel truck. I checked, and pretty much absolutely nothing for VATSIM for the island, so I'm not even going to bother. Now, I think I am going to fire up FS Cloud to see if anybody's in the area. Oh, and it sounds like we're taking on passengers, which is great.
Hey, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Morning. Morning. The sea boarding card says please. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm checking FS Cloud to see if anybody's in the tropics.
Hello.
Okay, looks like some folks were over, but they're flying north, so I don't think they're going to be any kind of a factor at all.
Hello.
We are on our way to boarding,
And have a beautiful flight.
and I think we're probably either going to push straight back or we're going to try to push tail right so that we can back taxi to runway 10.
I'm right next to her. Thank you.
And appreciate those by Iron Condor Simulations. Again, Iron Condor Simulations also does sim flights, so feel free to check out Iron Condor Simulations on Twitch and go follow their content. It's really great content. Appreciate you guys coming along this evening. We will be departing shortly for Sainte Lucia.
How are you?
Now I've already got the waypoint program for
Morning.
ELOPO, E-L-O-P-O, Lima Oscar Papa Oscar. We're going to most likely go almost full length runway 10, take off into an immediate turn to 180, and then climb 4,000. And once we've climbed to 4,000,
Good evening,
I
ma'am.
think we turn to
I'm doing
152. No, I'm sorry, actually 115 to the Bravo 520 jetway, direct ELOPO.
Morning.
And then from there on, we're going to go direct to a few actual waypoints. Let's go ahead and confirm the flight plan.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Welcome aboard.
Hello. Thank you.
Right, so after ELOPO, we're going to be going to 4 VORs as we hop over the individual islands, and you'll see the VOR names as we hit them. And then
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
UCAC
I'm
I
doing
logo and the basically our nav approach is going to be tubed, Bisno, and mates, and then direct onto runway 10 to land at the runway. We will be landing at View Fort, Sainte Lucia, which is Hewanorra International. Closing the exit door. Let's go ahead and turn on APU. And disconnect ground power. Okay. Dismiss cargo. Remove the chocks. And let's go ahead and close loaders and cargo. Close the center door. Flight attendants, please arm slides and cross-check. Okay, cabin lights are off. Let's turn on strobe and beacon lights, nav lights as well, and taxi lights. And we can go ahead and dismiss. We can go ahead and dismiss the utility panel for now. So we should be ready to taxi. Flaps are set for takeoff. And yeah, I definitely want to see if I can push tail right if at all possible. Okay, so we should be ready to go now. And we will do tail right. And we'll start engines as we push back. And here's the Menzies pushback. I think this one's going to take a little bit longer than usual.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Alright, there's Homeboy.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass bin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Alright, here we go.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Open up the pumps. And configured for start. And sequence 2, then we'll start engine 2. Rising on engine 2. And there we go. We got engine 2 up. And here we go with engine 1. And we're rising on 1. Alright, pretty much ready to go. Just gotta complete the pushback. And flaps are set. Hopefully I do not bang into anyone. Let's go ahead and stop here.
Set parking brakes.
And from a flight deck, I want to thank you guys for coming along this evening, whether you're watching live or on the replay. We're flying to beautiful Sainte Lucia
Unlocking gear.
from St. Maarten in the Boeing 787 Dreamliner 787-900
Tow truck
series.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
We should have great weather down, and if we don't, we'll take it as it comes. We'll get more of the flight plan rolled out as we get in the air. Meantime, we're going to have a pretty quick turn and burn exit to St. Maarten.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
And we'll say goodbye to the Marshall friends and watch as he boards the Menzies pushback truck. I kind of like the extra animations because, you know, it just adds attention to detail. That's just me, but, you know, immersion. There we go. Getting on board. He is in position. And the Menzies pushback truck is moving out the way. Now, yeah, I am gonna have to back taxi. So, here we go. Double checking, absolutely nobody is inbound or outbound from here. We'll go ahead and ham it up anyway for fun. Princess Juliana ground, American 1102. Back taxi, runway 0 for takeoff. And wherever you guys are, I hope that you guys are having a great time and getting ready for some wonderful holidays. I'm looking forward to the Christmas break and looking forward to spending time with family and taking some time off work. It actually wasn't that long ago that I swung by the Leeward Islands. I spent some time in places like St. Kitts and St. Thomas. Was it St. Thomas? I think it was St. Thomas, St. Kitts, and Sainte Lucia. Did some whale and dolphin watching and enjoyed some time on a cruise ship. And here we go. Going to swing way out. You get ready to go. Here comes the really interesting part. It's interesting that they have the taxi line right over the, not the run-up, I think that's called the threshold, or just like the no-go area, because technically I shouldn't be on the chevrons. But it's taxiway line, so I'll go ahead and take their word for it. takeoff. Cover takeoff. Runway 09er or 04. American 1102, thanks. Engine's looking stable. And so good. Speed is alive. Knots. You want to rotate right here. Positive climb. And gear up. See you later, Sam Maarten. See you later. And for the record, that was a really punchy takeoff. I don't think I've had turn and burn experience that strong since trying to land at Kai Tak Airport in Flight Simulator 98. That was kind of wicked. And a big thank you to everybody coming along to watch live, or anybody catching this on replay. My name is DigiDriver, and we are blasting out St. Maarten from Sainte Lucia this evening. Okay, 4,000. Let's go ahead and go direct to Elobo at this time. They're going to, I think, top off this evening at flight, probably flight level 270. I don't think we're going to really be able to get up to 29 or 0 or higher, because we're going to be really budgeted once we get up there. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and get up the rest of the way. Log in 270. Take the flaps up. .600 feet per minute for the climb rate. And those beautiful 787 engines are taking care of the climb. Even at 2,600 feet per minute, we are still actually accelerating, which is a beautiful thing. Not that we should be, because we're not quite where we need to be yet. Let's take a look as we blast off. Okay, so we literally just left from St. Maarten and that is literally that small. Okay, and it looks like we're lining up with flight out to Elobo. Insurance cloud is up. We are just past 10,000, so taxi lights and landing lights off. Let's go ahead and light the engines. It's going to set cruise speed now, and if we actually get to a point, we'll need to, again, either pitch down for speed or pitch up for climb. I'm not going to touch my climb rate until we break flight level 180 at this point. Pretty much direct Elobo at this time. Elobo will lead us direct to, I believe, St. John's, which is Alpha November Uniform. VOR frequency is 114.5. Seeing as how I have moving maps, though, I'll most likely just stick to the flight plan that I have punched in and just add the waypoints as I go. Or not really add the waypoints, but just keep going direct. Climbing with authority, and we are a little bit less than 1,500 feet to altitude. Recently picked up some gel pens. I don't know if you guys like to write, but I like to write sometimes too, and gel pens are like the new thing for me. Okay, so here we are, we've transitioned. We are on our way past flight level 180. I think I'll actually keep the climb rate the way it is and just let everybody know they can stretch. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign indicating that it is safe to move about the cabin. For your own safety though, we request that you keep your seatbelt fastened when you're in your seat during this short flight. We'll start our in-flight beverage service shortly.
Okay, going direct St. John's. And 55 nautical miles to go before we get there. again, absolutely nobody with me down in the tropics, although there are folks on the FS Cloud Network on right now. If you hop on the FS Cloud Network, you will see me as a Digi driver. So seeing as how we're 47 nautical miles out from St. John's and we've got a ways to go, I think I'm going to redact what I said before about level 250. Let's see. Let's level off at 250 first. Was 270. Sheesh, I can remember this stuff. But with that said, and since we're on the off at 270 at this point, I'm going to say Piarco Center American 02 with you, flight level 270. Say something like American 102. Roger. That's what I'd probably say, something like Piarco Center American 1102 would like to transition to flight level 350 this time. To which of course they probably realize that 02, climb and maintain flight level 350, and I'd say climb and maintain flight level 350, American 1102. And weeks have gone by. I normally like to fly with business jets and other light aircraft in FSX Steam Edition. I normally don't focus on the heavy iron, but I got my hands on the Tenku Developer Studio Boeing 787-900 series, and I've just been flying this thing constantly. Okay, so we're almost at St. John's. Exactly if we did St. John's when I went down there on a cruise. I believe did a train tour of the Isle of St. Kitts and Nevin. At St. John's, I just chilled on the relaxing part of the rear deck and just took in the scenery with my wife. Okay, let's go direct. Papa Romeo. Overshot somewhat, but we're going to have plenty of time to get back on track because we've got about 53 nautical miles to go to get to our next waypoint. And I thought for a moment that we actually weren't going to make Flight 350 for a while, but look at that. We're already here. Basically reached the chill out point of the flight. Probably getting sent to pop some champagne for the folks in first class. Again, anybody watching live right now or on the replay, thanks for watching. This is DigiDriver along with Mrs. DigiDriver and my very first officer, Emma here. We are flying down to Sainte Lucia from St. Maarten. What makes tonight special is that I'm trying out some new freeware scenery for Sainte Lucia for Tango Lima Papa Lima. It's a freeware project, and I've indicated the download site in the description. Not the description, but the title of this stream. Just in case you can hear it, in-flight entertainment provided by YouTube. let's look at heading and see what happens if I select it. Oh, okay, so it's also called Melville Hall. That's fine. Waypoint select, we should fly right over Melville. Sheesh, kinda looking cloudy in the tropics. Who gives? Must be a rainy season. Cloud cover provided by Orbx Texture Direct Soft Clouds. If you guys like cloud cover, this is not a bad thing to get if you're not looking for volumetric clouds. Otherwise, I think Orbx Simulations has Skyforce, which I believe provides volumetric clouds, but I don't think they'll be safe for my tablet. I think I'm going to lose chew on my texture when we're trying to render one. Cloud cover moves up upward, it'll be partly cloudy, get down to Sainte Lucia. But as long as it doesn't rain, I think we should be A-okay. And the weather will probably hold out nicely. Yep, this plane's looking nice. And pardon the texture load. But it does look like I picked the right waypoint. Foxtrot for Martinique, and then that's where the rest of the flight really begins, because if I'm not descending at that point, I'd better be, because Sainte Lucia is literally right down the line. And we've got about 6 waypoints to go before we get landed at that point. What I'm probably going to do is, once I get past Douglas Charles, I'm probably going to start my descent and see if I can't get to maybe flight level 180 as I start to get to Newcac, or go down the right side, or the left side rather, of Sainte Lucia. Thanks again to anybody coming along for us, watching live or on the replay. We are flying the Boeing 787-900 series Dreamliner with the American Airlines livery, flight 1102, from St. Maarten to Sainte Lucia, and we have been at flight level 350 probably for about the past maybe 20-25 minutes or so, and almost as quickly as us getting up to flight level 350, we're almost going to be starting to descend shortly. Louis Charles, I'll be right around maybe 65 nautical miles out. So maybe at 60 nautical miles, I'll start descent into Martinique. And I will say one thing, one advantage to using a tablet is that you have like touchscreen access, so you don't necessarily have to use your mouse for certain things. Although I am interested at some point in either getting more controls or maybe using my keyboard for the sake of not having to use the mouse so much to scroll on the screen or come toggles or stuff like that. Maybe some accessories will help. Okay, so 48 minutes into the stream, and hopefully we should be on the ground in maybe no more than like 45 more. Ground speed is 523 knots at this point, so waiting for okay, we got weather just reload. So still about 309 and 31 knots, so we are still kind of getting that push in the back, but just pushing us off course just a little bit. Then decided to forbear descent. Excuse me. Forbear descent until we get to 50 nautical miles out. Under 50 nautical miles in. Let's go ahead and begin our descent. Okay, so 1,800 feet per minute. Hopefully be lazy enough to not cause too much of a mess. But as we drop speed, I think I'm going to step to descent. So we'll drop down to 480 to begin. St. Maarten to Sainte Lucia. This was an island I wanted to take my wife down to for a honeymoon, but we wound up honeymooning in Disney World instead. And let me tell you, that was a great, great place to go honeymoon. They treat you really well. So 31 nautical miles out from Martinique. I think we're gonna have to descend up faster. It's not looking like I'm going to get down to flight level 180. Let's put on a little extra pepper. Seem like I'm dropping a lot of speed, but I tend to forget to watch for things like overspeed alerts, so rather I tend to not think too hard about what having speed in a certain altitude range will do. Plus I don't like getting those indications anyway because the alerts are annoying. I guess they're designed to be that way for a reason, so you actually do something about the problem. And descending, so I think we might actually still be good. And thanks to everybody that's coming along for the approach into Tangoli as we descend now to Sainte Lucia. Now, I don't think that is accessible, but we'll try it anyway. No, I don't think so. So we'll lock onto our heading at this point. Right turn heading 209 for American 102. And I'm not flying a published arrival because there actually don't seem to be any for the airport. But I do see, like I said, like 6 waypoints to land, so I think we should be okay. Left as we descend 1800 minute. Go ahead and set it for iLogo. And we'll continue descending down to 1,000. So heading 1909er to see if we can stay on course. Now we're down below 180, so pressure's back on. And we'll get everybody prepared for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. In preparation for landing, please make sure your seat bags and tray tables are in the upright and fully locked position. We'll be making a final pass through the cabin to pick up any service items and we'll be on the ground shortly.
Okay, tracking really well to iLogo. Set up flight level 21, sorry, not flight level, but airspeed 210 knots. So for the approach to Viewfort, the RNAV is gonna get me to 3002, so I better hurry up and get the rest of the way down. So 2,500 feet per minute. got a little bit of stick in there. It's going to be a little close for altitude, but I think we should be able to make it down. Alright, I think I'll hook a right turn here to 270 and spin around. Should be able to get down by then. And in the meantime, we'll get the flaps deployed as well. Spoilers armed for landing. Mount your flaps. Okay, so this is much more manageable now. We're around 4,000 feet, so 303,000 should be attainable. 3,000. So we should be close to the approach at this point. 105 for runway 10, and we are descending to 18,000 for Bisno and mains. And to anybody joining us, welcome, welcome. My name is DigiDriver. You are watching American Airlines Flight 102 from St. Maarten to Sainte Lucia. We are descending to Fort Tango Lima, Papa Lima in Sainte Lucia. And we are on approach, and we are at 18,000. Let's go ahead and get the landing gear down. Flaps 15. Okay, so we're almost in. There we go. I have the runway in sight. Degrees to the right to get lined up. And here we go. Once I get past mates, it's purely visual. Alright, so my aircraft at this point. There's like the slightest bit of crosswind, like maybe 3 or 4 knots. Still real high.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Don't sink. 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 Don't sink.
16-ounce thrust reversers stowed. Couldn't say that. Not a bad landing at all, honestly. Might not be able to get any kind of instant replays out of this airport because of the frame rate drops. But I got a great rating from this cloud, so I will take that. And it could just be me, but I think I hear tropical music. That's cargo. I think the utterly bad frame rate could probably be the lack of texture memory and just so many polygons being crammed out my processor. Let's see. Here. Let's go ahead and shut down. And by the way it sounds, it looks like we have a welcoming community here to greet us. That's how I like coming into a new place. So, okay, here we go. We are down on the ground. Let's go ahead and connect ground power. There we go. Alright, let's get the chocks on. Open up both doors. Get the stairs connected and get some buses out to greet us. Cabin lights on. Logo and panel lights are off. And there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sainte Lucia. In all its low frame rate glory. Again though, I don't blame the scenery at all. I'm pretty sure it's my computer. So, here we are. We're in As far as I can tell, we are way ahead of schedule. So, not a bad flight, not a bad approach, and definitely not a bad landing. I will check my stats to see what the landing rate was. But in the meantime, guys, really appreciate having you guys come aboard for our quick flight from St. Maarten to Sainte Lucia. I'm going to go ahead and chill for the rest of the night. You guys take it easy. Take care. Merry Christmas. God bless you.